Do you know how violating it is when you're out and a random guy touches you? Like, this has happened to me in a bar. Hi guys, I wanted to film a really quick video about my opinion on the film Pink with Amitabh Bachchan. It is a Bollywood film. I haven't got a clue. I don't understand Hindi, so I had to watch the whole thing with subtitles. It was the most eye-opening film I've ever seen, and I have some opinions on it that I wanted to share with you guys. If you haven't watched it, I'm warning you in advance. I basically tell you the entire story. So if you've got no intention of watching it, then please do watch this video. And if you have, then don't watch it, but go and watch the film and then come back and watch the video, and then I can hear all your comments in the description bar below. I watched the film the other day with my mum. My mum was making a really big point about how I should watch it. It's not the typical Indian film because it doesn't have dancing, it doesn't have girls in beautiful outfits and loads of makeup and a love story. It is literally about girls being assaulted in India and how guys get away with it. And I'm not saying that every single time it is the guy's fault, because some girls I know wrongly accuse guys of assault when they haven't actually done anything wrong. And I think the hardest thing about it is everything is like your word against theirs. I think that is the hardest thing about it. So the story of the film was basically these girls went out, they got a bit friendly with guys, they chatted to them. So one girl knew one of the guys from university or school or something. They met in a bar, they're at a rock concert or something. They met in a rock concert and then they went back to the guy's place for some food and for some drinks. The guys took it in the wrong way. Oh, these girls are at a rock concert, they're drinking, they're happy to come back to our place. That means they obviously want sex. That is clearly not the case. I go to rock concerts. I don't go to rock concerts. I go to concerts. I go out to bars drinking and I have dinner with like my friends that are guys. That does not mean I want a bit of naked time with them. Like, that is completely the wrong thing. Obviously there was a court case and drama was happening and the guy was like, decent girls don't go out drinking, decent girls don't go to rock concerts, decent girls do not have dinner with male friends. And I was just like, that's just a whole load of bullcrap. How is it okay for a guy to do all these things innocently with their friends, but it's not okay for a girl to do it with their friends? So the whole thing was like an eye-opener, and I think it was all to do with the whole gang rape thing that happened in India a long time ago. I say a long time ago, it wasn't that long ago, it was like a couple of years ago, but I'm really glad that they made a film on it, and I'm really glad that they talked about it, and I'm really glad that they made a film that millions of people are going to watch to explain the problems that are going on in the world right now. And obviously the dilemma is that there are some girls in some situations that would have literally been up for the sex, and then at the last minute they may freak out and they may change their mind, okay? And this can happen. So the old idea of the film was like, if a girl says no, it means no. Like, it literally means no. Do not touch me. If she says no more than once and she's like pushing you away and there's force, she means no. You probably smell really bad. She doesn't want you anywhere near her. So for these guys that go around thinking, oh God, we can just treat girls the way we are because they're like that and they like that sort of stuff, they shouldn't be out of here late at night because they want stuff, they want this to happen to them, they want that to happen. Like, no literally means no. Like, people need to understand no means no. A girl with consensual sex is not going to say no, like in the middle of you touching her up or doing whatever you need to do in the bedroom with her. If a girl is kind of, you know, reacting to what you're doing and you know them and you're dating them and it's fine, or it's even like one night stand, if she wants something to stop, she is going to push you away and she is going to say no, she's going to say stop, she's going to say get off me. Any form of that, surely it's better to just move away from her than be accused of assault afterwards. Surely, if a girl says no, you are much better off stepping away, letting her go, rather than being accused of rape. No, this is not what happens in India. Guys still carry on doing what they're ever going to do because the girl always gets blamed for the situation. The girl shouldn't have been there. The girl shouldn't have been out in a bar. The girl should have been home. The girl should have been in bed. The girl is always blamed, which is why so many people get away with this in India. I'm talking about India specifically because the film was based around then and the gang rape happened in India. I'm not saying this doesn't happen in loads of other parts of the world, and people are too scared to come forward because they think they're going to get blamed or they think it's going to tarnish the name of their family. No! Being wrong is being wrong. There is no like shading it and covering it up and fluffing it up with like pretty petals. It is wrong. If somebody says no, it means they do not want sweaty parts of your body inside them. They just do not want you anywhere near them. And I don't understand why it's so hard, but I think guys generally look down on girls over there. A lot of, I'm not saying all of them, but I think there are some very disgusting people that have been brought up the wrong way that just think women are below men and there's certain things they shouldn't be allowed to do, and if they do things like that, they are a different kind of girl. In which case, if you came to England, you think that all of us were like rape worthy, because we all go out. The majority of like girls that have been brought up here that aren't Muslim will go out and they'll drink, they'll go out with their friends, they'll go out to clubs, they'll go out to parties, they'll go to house parties, and it's all innocent. Like, it's girls spending time with their friends, and this is why people need to understand this stuff, because it makes me really angry. So I just wanted to have my 2 pence worth out there and say, go and watch the film Pink. It is absolutely incredible. It's not airy fairy, it's not about dancing, there's no music involved, well, there's no musicals involved, but it's a very, very, very common scenario of the things that go on inside India and other places. But it is not always the outcome of the video is not always what happens in real life. So in real life, people get away with it all the time, and this is why girls don't say anything. They just let things happen and they don't say anything, and they just keep it to themselves their whole life, and it's wrong. Like, it's totally wrong. If a girl says no, she means no, and I think people need to understand that, especially people that have raped out there, people that think it's okay, people that just touch up girls. Do you know how violating it is when you're out and a random guy touches you? Like, this has happened to me in a bar, and I've talked about this in a video, but I literally was in a bar. My parents were there, and I was absolutely traumatized afterwards. I wanted to leave. I made my mum leave. Like, we had to go because I was so upset. I was in a bar with my parents. I was having dinner. It was Christmas. There was a restaurant on one side, a bar and a dance floor on the other side. I was having dinner with my parents, and to get to the toilets, you had to kind of go around the dance floor, and there were so many people like randomly standing around this dance floor that we thought it might be easier actually just to walk through the dance floor. So we walked through the dance floor to go to this toilet, and unfortunately we walked past a group of like Asian guys, Indian guys. I can only assume they're Indian because it was like an Indian club. We walked past this group of Asians. They literally made way for us to walk past, which I thought was really nice. My mum went first, and then I was holding a hand and I followed her. Some guy lifted up my dress and grabbed my butt cheek like really, really hard. And then when I turned around, he literally, I don't know who it was. Like, there were so many of them, and I was really, really scared. And on the way back, I didn't want to tell my mum because I was like ashamed. Like, I didn't want to tell my mum because I was ashamed. But all these guys were clearly laughing about the situation, and I was absolutely traumatized. And this is why this sort of stuff makes me so angry, because I don't think, unless you're a girl and you've been through something like this, or you know someone that's gone through it, I don't think you understand how horrible the situation is. I can't even understand like how traumatizing it would be to be raped. I'm sorry to all the girls that have been raped. I totally sympathise with you, and I think you were all absolutely amazing. I really do. I mean, I just don't know how you get through it. I just don't know. I think you're all amazing. But honestly, no means no. I think people need to spread the word. People need to make a campaign, no means no, and tell me your stories. Hashtag no means no underneath, and tell me your stories. And let's do something for girls that are in this sort of crisis. I really want to do something for it, like next year for charity or something like that. So I'm going to make it a part at work to do something about it. But I really feel strongly about this because I think too many guys get away with it. You can still be raped by your boyfriend. If you say no and you are dating someone and that is your boyfriend and you say no, that is still wrong. He should not do anything if you say no. I'm going to go before I get like really frustrated about this. I think all you women out there that have been through stuff are absolutely incredible, and I really feel like we need to get something good to come out of it. We need to raise some money, we need to raise some awareness, and if you haven't watched the film, then please do go and watch it because it's absolutely incredible. And I will see you guys in the next video, but please discuss it in the comments below because I'd love to hear what you guys think. I'd love to hear your stories. If you have been brave enough to come forward, then please say why. If you haven't been brave enough to come forward, then please say why. I just want to hear like your thoughts. I want to hear what's going on in your head. And just know that there are loads of us out there that might have not gone through the same thing, but we totally 100% support you. And please share this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.